The year was 1212, and Europe was in turmoil. The Pope had not called for it, the kings did not endorse it, but still, they marched. Across France and Germany, word spread like wildfire. Children, innocent and pure, were to save the Holy Land, with no swords, no armies, only faith.
I was 12 when I left home, not for adventure, not for glory, but because there was no bread left on our table. They told us we were chosen, God's army, pure of heart, innocent of sin. They said we would walk to Jerusalem, and the sea would part for us. My name is Thomas, a peasant's son from a nameless village in the north of France. We hadn't seen meat in months. My father, he died last winter, consumed by fever or perhaps despair. My mother did what she could, but there was never enough. Each day, I watched her ration our bread like it was sacred. Each day, I grew thinner. Then came the boy. They called him Stephen of Cloyes, a shepherd, barely older than I was. He stood on a broken cart, arms raised, his voice trembling with fire. He claimed he had spoken to Christ himself, that we, the children, had been chosen. No armies, no weapons, only our purity. And with that, the gates of Jerusalem would open.
Historical records say that Stephen gathered up to 30,000 followers. Not just children, but peasants, beggars, orphans. He marched through France, preaching that God would part the sea for them, like Moses, like a miracle.
The kings failed. They rode in golden armor, dripping with wealth, but their hearts were rotten with greed. But we are children. We carry no swords, no banners, only faith burning in our hearts. We are pure, we are faithful, and the Lord will open the sea for us, like he did for Moses. We will walk to Jerusalem, barefoot, unafraid, because God walks with us.
I should have laughed or walked away. But my mother, she pulled me close.
He has the fire in him, Thomas. Maybe it's true.
We have nothing left, Mom. If I stay, I'll just starve slower.
Then go. But promise me, remember who you are.
We marched south, barefoot, hungry. Thousands of us. Children, beggars, a few priests, even thieves pretending to be saints. At first, it felt holy. Villagers cheered us on from the roadsides. They tossed bread, they called us angels. But after a few weeks, the roads turned cruel. The sun beat down, the air thick with dust. Some children died from thirst. Others taken by men who offered rides and never returned. Still, we walked. For God, for Jerusalem, for hope.
From villages to towns they came. Barefoot children, teenagers, the wandering poor, a mix of ages, often mislabeled as purely children. Another movement rose from the east, led by a boy named Nicholas of Cologne. He claimed an angelic vision, gathering thousands more. Their mission was peace, to convert the heathens without bloodshed.
Think the sea really parts? Like whoosh, and there's fish flopping on dry sand.
If it doesn't, we drown.
Still better than that pig slop we used to eat. You scared?
Starving. There's no room left for fear.
Why does God want us to suffer to reach him?
He doesn't. Men do. They just use his name.
A parallel movement emerged from Germany, led by Nicholas of Cologne, who claimed an angelic vision. He drew around 7,000 followers, many intending peaceful conversion, not war.
Near Brindisi, we reached the coast. We had no ships, no plan, but still, we waited for a miracle. And then came the merchants. They offered passage, free ships for the children of God. We thought it was a blessing, but it was betrayal. 2 ships sank in a storm. The rest, we never saw land again.
2 ships sank near Sardinia. Others carried hopeful souls, only to sell them into slavery in Tunisia, Egypt, and Alexandria.
Look at that. We're going to Jerusalem, Tom. You think we'll see angels?
Only if they're guarding the rats in the hold.
Tomas, where's Leo? He was just here. He said he'd hold my hand.
He'll find us. Just stay down. But Leo never came back up. Neither did half the ship. I labored in the household of a minor lord in Damascus. He wasn't cruel, but he wasn't salvation. Years passed. I learned their language. I watched their prayers. And I saw something I never expected. They were not monsters. They laughed. They cried. They loved their children just like we did. I watched as crusaders, men of the cross, raided a village nearby. They slaughtered everyone, even infants. And I wondered, whose God was watching that day?
Eat. You'll grow into a man faster than you think.
I didn't come here to grow. I came to free the Holy Land.
And now you see, land is not holy. It is just earth. Men make it holy, or unholy, with what they do.
Do your people pray for conquest too?
No, we pray for rain, for peace, and for our children not to disappear in the name of holy men.
I escaped when I was 17, traded service for freedom, found a ship back to Marseille. The world I returned to didn't remember us. The Crusade had failed. The names of the lost were buried under ash and silence. But I was not silent. I had seen the truth. Not just the lies of kings and bishops, but the strength of people who endure. Even children.
You say you were part of the Children's Crusade.
I lived it. I watched the innocent chained. I buried friends. I saw Christian men sell us to pay their debts.
You carry bitterness.
No, I carry truth. We walked for God and were betrayed by men. They called us fools, said we were naive. But I remember us as brave. We believed in a better world. We walked to the edge of it. And though we were betrayed, our faith, our pain, our story remains.
Sir Thomas, did you ever see Jerusalem?
I saw something holier. I saw a child give her last piece of bread to a stranger. I saw a boy shield his sister from the cold. And I saw enemies show kindness in silence. We were lost, forgotten, but we were brave. And we never stopped believing in something better.
In memory of the thousands of children who vanished during the Crusade of 1212. That's the end of this video. Would you like to see more of it? I hope so. Let me know in the comments.